Hey everyone, this is Walter, and I'm back here with more nice guy posts I got on Reddit. Nice guys are men who have decided that being nice is their best personality trait. There's nothing wrong with being nice, of course, but I won't be covering anyone who actually is. These guys just say they're nice a lot, like Cool Cat being cool. Anyway, let's just begin with nice guys from Reddit. These posts come to us from Reddit nice guys, as usual. I'm starting to think women aren't humans. I've been observing them for a while, and I noticed they're always hanging out in their own group of females. When one of them says their opinion, usually the prettiest one, whether it be that Billie Eilish is the best singer, or that Chad's hot or Brad's ugly, all the other ones agree and start to have this opinion too. Like in an alien species where the king orders the weaker individuals to do something and they have to obey. They're equally sadistic and like to reject and bully shy, ugly men. They're also all born manipulators and liars. They constantly lead lonely and desperate guys on, so they can get favors and gifts, and when a handsome guy appears, she discards them. I also don't think they have emotions, fears, dreams, or even think rationally. The only thing in their minds is mating with the richest and best-looking men and taking advantage of them until they're old and sick, so they can leave and get with a better one. Someone else notice this? Hey, how long does this guy think women live? They just wait for their partner to get old and sick? This guy watches Mean Girls on repeat and has no clue how real humans work. Hey, blank told me about your experience at blank flat. I'm sorry I made you feel uncomfortable. I think it would be helpful for both of us to exchange perspective because I don't agree with everything I heard and maybe I got your perspective wrong. So if you want, we can have a short call about it. Hi, I don't think we need to have a call about it, but it felt pretty straightforward on my end. You said I had to stop what I was doing because you couldn't help yourself from touching me. Obviously, I didn't stop because you told me to, but because it was an inappropriate thing to say and made me feel uncomfortable. Maybe it seemed like a joke to you, but to me it was a suggestion that you wanted to touch me whether I wanted you to or not. I was then super aware that I wasn't wearing a bra, which doesn't usually bother me. But it felt like just by being there was an invitation to you. Okay, so he said something inappropriate that made her feel uncomfortable. Not the end of the world, he should probably just say my bad and leave it. But no, he's gonna go off the rails here. Thanks for your perspective and helping me to better understand you. I'm disappointed that you don't want to hear my perspective and clarifications. I don't feel very appreciated. What I said was a joke. I would never touch a woman without consent. You didn't know me well, but did you really believe that blank would have tolerated me to actually do that? And why should I believe that he would? We both know blank well. He is very respectful toward women. And you could have extrapolated that to his friends being respectful too. Oh man, I bet Brock Turner had friends who were decent people too, but you still wouldn't want to leave your drink unattended around him, right? Maybe I went a bit far in my approach to flirt with you, but you could also acknowledge that you didn't clearly say no in the first place. When I started flirting with you upon your arrival, you could have just said friendly and clearly, blank, I have the impression that you want to flirt with me. I don't want to. Please stop now. And I would have stopped at once. Instead, you didn't really react, which I interpreted as being shy and thus continued. Maybe it's also an opportunity for you to learn to clearly say what you want. This is about taking full responsibility for yourself. I'm convinced that for healing the wounds that men and women go inflicting on each other, we need calm, appreciative, and authentic conversations, not texting each other accusations. I'm sad that you leave me no other option than to text you. By the way, showing off your body hanging on a bar will make many men seeing this horny, so you also provoked that. It seems you were and are not aware of that, so I guess it's a chance to learn for both of us, not only me. And for sure I will never flirt with you again. Oh god, why not? It was going so well. See, if you look at things from my perspective, you'll see that even my own actions are actually your fault somehow. The bar he mentioned is because she was doing pull-ups apparently. Am I the asshole for leaving my girlfriend's graduation early? My 31 male, girlfriend 26 female, recently graduated with her master's degree. She invited me to the ceremony along with her parents, who I have not met, sister, and best friend. I was excited to meet her parents after about 6 months of us being together. She suggested we have dinner with them the night before, but I was nervous to meet them and said, let's wait for the graduation so it's a group thing to make things less awkward. Her parents also invited us to lunch after her graduation, but my girlfriend knew I was nervous and told them she is planning to go out and celebrate with some classmates instead. Anyway, the night before her graduation, me, her sister, and her friend all slept over at my girlfriend's place. My girlfriend left early to meet with her classmates, and I drove there with her sister and friend. We met up with her parents in the stand to watch her graduate. I brought with me a Tiffany box with a very expensive necklace for my girlfriend as a gift. I wanted her parents to see the box so they'd know I'm the kind of guy who can afford to give their daughter a good life, so I held it with me. Anyway, they shook my hand and then proceeded to barely speak to me the whole graduation. Her mom was sitting closest to me and she was constantly whispering in the sister's ear in Korean, and her sister would translate for me and the friend. I know her mom speaks some English, but apparently she prefers Korean. Her dad barely spoke at all. They did not even comment that I had the Tiffany box. After about an hour of this, I decided to leave. I told her sister I'm going to use the bathroom and never came back. That night my girlfriend called me and asked where I went. I turned my phone off after leaving because I was so upset, but when I turned it on, I instantly had a call from her. I told her what happened, and she said that I ruined her day by making it about me. She said she warned me her parents don't speak English well, and that her dad was quiet because he is just a quiet person. She claimed the mom was attempting to make conversation through the sister translating, but how am I supposed to converse when there's a middleman? I told her about the necklace, and she said I'm shallow for expecting her parents to care about that, and praise him, and that I should get her something as a gift to be nice, and not to show off being rich. I told her she has it good with me, and I'm a good guy, and her parents should have been more grateful for me being there instead of treating me with no effort. I understand it's her graduation, but they are also meeting me, her possible husband, one day. She told me she needs a break and hasn't spoken to me since. I still don't see that I'm completely wrong for leaving a situation where I'm being mistreated. Am I the asshole? Yeah, I'm not sure if this one's real, but it is pretty terrible. Her graduation, an event that doesn't really have anything to do with him, and he has to be the center of attention. Gotta imagine how the wedding would go. Also, he's complaining about the situation with her parents when he was the one who made it more difficult by not meeting them beforehand. I actually spent a year in Korea once, so they gave us some minimal training on Korean culture. Meeting someone's parents is supposed to be a big deal, and you're supposed to be on your best behavior. I'm not sure if that applies here, but yeah. Learned my lesson giving my number to someone at the gym. This is after 3 days of talking, and me repeatedly asking him to stop making sexual advances. This conversation was followed with 12 missed phone calls and 3 new social media accounts trying to contact me. Oh good, we already know he's a crazy stalker. I'ma be straight up. I'm not interested in talking with you. Our conversations aren't productive, and your lack of tact is frustrating when I made it clear I'm only wanting a gym buddy. But you bring shit up you know I'm not going to entertain. I appreciate the effort in trying to make friends, but I'm not feeling anything that makes me want to maintain that. I wish you the best. Lack of tact. I'm glad we're on the same page. No, we not. I was just laughing at you saying that. LMAO, I'm glad you can keep your head up then. I mean, I'ma do that regardless. So I want to still be able to work out with you. I don't know what I would say that would hinder that. It's just our schedule are all over the place, and I just be talking. I don't know why I would take what I say so serious. I know you have child and all, but... And I know how dudes are, but you sexy and thick with pretty lips and say things every now and then. I'm a dude, and you pretty as fuck. What, you expect me not to compliment you? Or say things? It's amazing this guy's so obsessive after only meeting her a couple times. It's gotta be the mother of all red flags. I expect you to respect me. Compliments are fine, but you know that you crossed the line with side comments. I take what you say serious because 1, I don't know you. 2, I expect people to respect what my boundaries are without having to joke about it, and hope I understand. Putting that on me isn't valid. 3, you mention wanting only working out and then comment about my body fitting into your type. 4, don't excuse your behavior being a dude. You a 24-year-old man. Control yourself. This is exactly the lack of tact I'm referring to, lol. This is why I don't like texting. I'm so misunderstood through text. This frustrating. You right. I apologize for everything, and I hope you find a gym partner. You right, I'm not mature enough for you apparently. No need to apologize. Good luck to you too. This relationship sounds like it has the same dynamics as the one with Christian and Megan. This was after 3 days though. I'm sure the touching would have started eventually. You say that, then this. Bro, I've known you since Thursday? What do you mean, why didn't I tell you sooner? I mean you. Or last night. You was talking to me about something else. If you felt like this the whole time. Dude, I'm done talking about this. For real, please drop it. I mean, it's confusing. You really just switch. You even added me on Snap. LOL. We could at least eat out. I can eat your ass too. Why did you start talking to me if you were just going to stop when you realized I was a douche canoe? I'm confused. You literally just switched when you found out I was a total asshole. Alone forever, but I'm fine or okay with that. I've just accepted that women are always going to look for Chad or Tyrone, the bad boy, and they always go for the guy with the looks, money, and status, 6 figures, 6-pack, etc. Don't go for the good men unless they have the looks, money, or status, meaning they're rich. That's the only time they go that good guy or nice guy, so that normal guy won't even get a second to talk to a woman, because that woman will immediately shut him down or cut him off without even getting to know him first. Women think those nice guys are creeps, when in reality they're not like that. Only time a woman, when it doesn't find you a creep or pervert, is when she is attracted to you. But like I said, I'm not upset or mad. I've accepted their nature and everything. I just focus on myself and self-improve for myself. I currently red-pilled or MGTOW. They have good content. Wow, that was borderline unreadable. This MGTOW content is really hurting a lot of young men. I might be making a video about Marshall Mathers IV pretty soon here. He's the same way. This next one, the OP went on a date with this guy several years ago and they've been friends since then. So I've been pondering whether to send this or not, but here goes. Bottom line is, I'm done. I've played the nice guy card for too long now, and it's time to change. It sucks that in this day and age, being nice gets you absolutely nowhere, but I guess people suck. This is insanity. Him calling it playing the nice guy card is basically just admitting that he's fake the whole time. We have known each other for a good while now, and watched each other go through a lot of good and a lot of bad, but here's what it looks like from where I'm sat. We went on a date in 2019 and he sacked me off for Mike. We then got back in contact and there was a long string of meeting up, arranging cool things, and then you getting back with Mike, therefore having to cancel all those plans, and that happened over and over again. Fast forward to now and well, we are in a similar boat, only it's not Mike this time. The fact that I effectively contacted you for you to bail on me this time was a personal highlight. The thing is, when we have planned a night out, I have put time and effort into making sure it's a really nice time for both of us. Scouting places out, booking places, etc. I did more so for what should have been last weekend as I don't know the area yet. But it always happens. You always bail. I guess he's one of these guys who talks about how much thought and effort he puts into the friendship. Just imagine him saying these things to one of his male friends. He'd sound like a fucking weirdo. Not that he doesn't now. I don't know if it's coincidence or you find me repulsive or you think that I'm going to try to get it on with you. But I know that wouldn't get a creep like me very far anyway. Women have dragged me through the wars over the years, as you know, therefore being a big reason why I said fuck you to the East Midlands. So in an effort to continue starting again with life, I'm done. I think I deserve better than to be treated like I have been, and to be the shoulder to cry on, only to get dropped at the click of a finger when it turns up a bit with someone else. It dents my confidence and adds to my trust issues, which are already fucked. You said that it was a move what you did, and if I'm honest, it was, and if you carry on like that, then friendships will get broken, with this being an example. I would never treat anyone I cared about like that. I wish you all the best with everything in the future, and I'm going to have a lot more fun being more of a dick, as that attitude seems to work out really well for everyone else. It feels shit that things have gone this way. But end of the day, all I've really done is sit here and be nice. I won't make that mistake again. Yeah, this is definitely a supervillain origin story. No more Mr. Nice Guy. It sounded like he kept trying to trick her into dates, honestly. This comment sums it up better than I do. Yeah, in his mind, he was never your friend. Dear lurking nice guys, do not do this. Do not lie, and that's what you're doing to yourself and the woman, and say you're cool with being friends when you're not. Friendship is not an on-ramp or waiting room to romance. Either honestly be just friends with her, or else if you can't stand it, break all contact. Don't hang on for years trying to get her to see by being with her and doing nice things. This isn't a movie, it's real life. Well, anyway, I think that's about all the time I have for you today. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you have something to say, make sure you let me hear it in the comments. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for hopefully more of the same. I guess I should probably mention that I think this was my longest break on YouTube yet. I injured my spine and I've been mostly unable to sit down to record anything. It's a good thing I don't have to do any actual labor. I don't know what I would have done. Anyway, I think I'm kind of able to make things now. I did just buy a new work computer. Not a good one, but hopefully it works better than my laptop. So I should be back here. Alright, thanks for listening. I'll be shouting out my patrons in the next video, but thank you so much for your continued support, even when I'm not doing much. Have a great day, everyone, and don't try to pull the nice guy card. Doesn't sound like it works too well.